What's up, guys? FooserX to do some more reacting here. And we did some rookies. A lot of fun, kind of sloppy, but a lot of good stuff to talk about. I mean, in terms of learning, watching rookie matches, you can't get better than that. And so I was clicking on this, and now that I clicked on some rookie matches, some of this, some other stuff came up, and so now I'm seeing this Hall of Fame Classic Amateur Doubles Final. I'm like, oh, that looks good. Vancouver foosball. I hope you guys are okay with me talking about this. Look at Jeff and Terry versus SaretteDechert. I've never played any of these people. Never seen them play before, but yeah, let's get it on. Oh, right off the bat, great pass. Oh, this is not the beginning of the match. This is 4-1. Set up for the roller. Oh, really patient. Like, really smooth roller right there. Reading the D. Like, no takeoff at all. That was a great possession on the 3-rod. I'm very interested to see more of that. Good brush. Brought it over a couple times. Taking his time, reading the D, and crushing it. Good things happen when we take our time, right, guys? But hey, let's let's look at this from the goalie position, because that's not great goalie work either. He's setting it up, and look at this dude's defense. He's not really changing anything up. He's not switching it. He's not giving the reverse. He's not bringing in that other dude. And when somebody's giving you that defense, somebody's giving you that bobbing, buzzing, sort of floating defense, really easy. It is a very easy defense to time, because you just pick one hole, one side, and you just wait for it. And that's what he's doing. You can tell he's like, oh, you're not going to switch it up? You are not going to throw anything different at me. You're not going to stop out there. You're not going to fake and do hitches to come off certain holes. That's all right, man. I'll just wait for my shot. I'll just wait for you to drift off a little bit. And that's exactly what he does. He's dialed in on that dude's defense right away, and he hammers that. And so as a defender, you have to be different within the clock. Every 3-4 seconds, you need to throw up something different, a little bit of timing different, a little switching action, go a little bit faster, then stall, and then maybe go back to your defense. You cannot, under any circumstances, just keep throwing out the same pattern, the same tempo like this. Unacceptable. It's all right. That was what, 4-1, I think? 4-2? That was. I wish I saw the first match, because that's putting the wood into a different team when you beat him by that much. All right, let's check this out. Bringing it over. Multiple tosses. A nice slow hover over it. The guy freezes, and look at this. This is textbook philosophy here. He's taking his time. He passed at a certain spot, like kind of in the sweet spot, right in the middle. The guy blocked it. He's tossing it again. Oh, super high up. He passed it before it got to that same spot. So he's already working the power of the brush. And that's what happens when you take your time. Holes start to open because they're not expecting you to pass. Holy shit. I'm over here talking, and we got Big Daddy just dropping bombs from the pits. Look at that. Setting it up before the white stripe. And this is setting it up tight. To me, this is an easier shot to block, but when you're bobbing out of your zone and you're not strict on your zone, and that dude's got a good shot, and that's what he'll be able to pick it apart. That's probably why they scored 5 points from the back. Like, that other team is executing. Both these teams are. Look at that. Really great pass. Very disciplined. No stupid shit on the 3-rod. Not rushing it, just taking his time. Oh man. Oh, it should have gone in anyways. And look at that. Same. We're gonna go back here. We've been talking about offense this whole time. Let's talk defense. Sets up for the roller. He's giving him the reverse. So right away, if you're a good rollover shooter, you should be able to hit dead row. And if not dead row, like very close to it. Like this guy is not on dead row. You go up here. You see that right here. He's not on dead row, but just the fact that he is bobbing with the dead row guy, you should just go. Maybe make sure he's not throwing any traps, but hey, when you see that switch, you just go. Maybe take your time so you don't want to make it too easy on yourself, or you don't want him to know like, hey, this guy's going to shoot that at any point in time. But that's the hole. And look at the defender. He is not switching it up. He's just saying like, hey man, I'll race you out there. I'll suck you in. And that ball should have been gone. And the Foos gods knew it. They're like, yep, that was a great shot. We're going to suck that ball right into the goal. Guys setting it up. All right, great brush. And we'll look at this too. I'm a big fan of taking your time on the brush in terms of multiple tosses and working it. And that works really well too. But there is a time and place where if you're not going to do that, which you need to be, I mean, let's face it, we just reacted to Federico and we saw how insane the percentages increase when you do that. But if you're not going to do that, just slow up your toss. Slow up your toss from the 2-man to the 1-man, and that provides you with a lot of extra time in terms of reading what's going on out there. Because most people just, they toss it, but it's a faster toss, so it limits what holes are open. So look what he does there. He a little bit slower toss, and he hits that up perfectly. And he read that really good. He's going to set it up. Nice clean game. I don't know where these guys are from. And again, this guy's giving them the same defense. I just pound that middle. Oh. It's huge. You can't give him, and he's nodding over there like, yeah, man, good shot. No, man, that's not good defense. How did you make it to the finals? Probably because this dude in the red is playing fantastic. Again, just waits for that opening and hammers that straight brush. Awesome. Good work. This is what I would expect from expert doubles. Again, same defense. He's not changing that defense. He's sticking on it, so I guess he kind of fooled him. See what happens, though. Yeah, I guess that him sticking, God, I guess 5 rows is pretty good right now. When you start sticking on dead row, that's how you'll like kind of get in another person's head. Like, no, man, I'm not just bobbing. I will stick on it. And this is where you need to have the advance or the discipline to quick shoot. Like, hey, I've been taking my time. 2 or 3 possessions in a row, I know that he's not sticking on that bumper in the first 1 or 2 seconds. And so he needed to start popping some of those pull sides in the first second or 2 when he first saw it. Guys, I got a pretty good shot. I expect to see a couple more 2 bars from that dude over there. But again, who knows? When you're setting it up that close, it really tightens up your choices in terms of shooting, and you need to have passes to pull people off your zone. We saw that with Biney. Yeah, it's hard though. But is the opposite of this guy. He is just doing different shit. Oh, and when you do different, again, he's shaking his head like, yeah, good steal. No, man, that's bad offense back there. And again, same defense. Like, what do you, you are not going to win a title with that defense. Oh. Let's look at this too. Like, notice how his 2 bar is, I'm sorry, man. I guess this is one of those days where you're just like, we're we're not meaning to nitpick here, but this is a learning tool. We're not just reacting to for fun. We're trying to help each other out. So this is for the greater good of everybody watching these videos. Notice how he's setting up. He doesn't have a series on this 2-bar. That's all right. It's amateurs. But he's setting up for the pull, and his man is not even on the ball. And so we know, like, this is probably not going to be a good execution because you're not on the ball. You have to at least understand how to shoot the pull, and that's what happens. And he's very lucky that that was not a turnover. He's like, oh, the ball ended up here. I'll just shoot it from here. It's a good bank. But again, like, we'll see. That dude right next to the ball. He is a statue next to the ball. And he can pull that trigger at any time when he's next to the ball. Well, looks like he's going to the same place every time. You can't, gotta mix it up. Great 5-row. Really slow toss and really steep down. Got pretty good D. I mean, I would I would be going pull side all day long on this defense. Like he's sometimes he's sticking out. He's just sticking on dead row, but when he abandons that sit still on the dead row, he'll come off for a little bit and wave it like this. Yeah, that's when you go. And he's hesitating on that. He's letting that guy get in his head a little bit, and it's good defense too, but it's not great defense. He needs to make adjustments on that 3-rod. He needs to just wait for that guy to just full-fledged come off the hole and then go. Good steal, setting it up, very patient. Gonna pass it on the first toss, which gives the defender the edge. That's probably the first rush pass I've seen from him. But I mean, he's probably feeling the heat. It's 4-1. You're about to lose amateurs doubles. God, man. Really fast 2-bar. I would definitely like to see him explore more options in his Foos career. Working the banks. Oh no. Yeah, shake your head. That is unacceptable. On game point 2, you have to come up with a block. Yeah, you did. Yeah, let's go back to that because these guys are playing really good. I mean, very controlled. I mean, aside from the one goalie's 2-bar, a little loose back there. Everybody's playing really tight and really controlled. So there's not a lot of lessons here, but we'll take a 3-bar lesson. Let's do it. When and we're 2 games into this, and we still haven't seen that guy change up his defense at all. He is the same tempo. And when you know that dude, that's when you know that defense is what you're going to see, there's no reason to take your time. There's not. There's no reason to milk out the clock for 12 seconds. You see what you like, and like, hey, man, I know that pull side's going to be there. I know the middle's going to be there. I'm just going to wait for those 2 openings to get really big, and I'm not going to wait on it. I'll just take it because we know he's not throwing anything fancy. He's not giving us any kind of different looks. So just take it. Don't sit there and max out 12, 15 seconds. You're not accomplishing anything, especially when you know that these holes are open. I mean, that pull side, he's going on and off that pull side. It was there. But good boy. Good patience. I mean, everybody here, this is what you'd expect from anything above rookies. You're going to get a very controlled game because they've got the style to make adjustments, and their executions are really good. Let's pop that middle, man. Yep, it's huge. Oh, I guess that was the double dip, maybe? So I guess the, yeah, second set. The team in red won. Like, what do you think, guys? Like, do you think the team in red will hold on to this? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Working the brush, working different tosses. Yeah, man. That is great. I mean, that is that. I mean, he might not be reading or executing perfect, but that's uh, master brush technique right there. Very slow, multiple tosses off the wall, just reading the defense. And your percentages will go up the more experience you get. I mean, these guys are amateurs, so you're getting amateur percentages, but still, like the more this dude plays, and if he keeps up with that, like it's going to be a dominant 5-0. I mean, like both corners are huge. He's like alternating corners. Let's look at the patterns here. As a shooter, as a rollover shooter, let's look at the patterns. We know for a fact he is not crossing over, so we don't got to worry about that. We just have to pick a side. So let's see what's happening here. We know just by what's happening on the pull side, hey man, he's coming off and then he's sticking. He's coming off for a little bit and then he's sticking. But let's look at the other side. Let's look at the other side. You still got to work the whole hole a little bit. Look at the others. Look at the push side. Same thing. I'm bobbing off and on, not really on it at all. I'm stuck and then I come off. I stuck on it and then I come off. So we're gonna rewind it one more time, guys, and we're just looking at the push side. And this is just for rollover shooters. So we have identified the pattern on the pull side of this defense. It is sticking on dead row, and if we know we can go dead row, then you can go around it. But if you don't have dead row, you wait for him to come all the way off it because he's not faking and diving and then sticking on dead row. He's like on dead row, and then he comes off and bobs for a little bit, and then he's on it, and then kind of fakes coming off of it, and then he really abandons that hole. And I have a video out there for 3-bar shooting strategy. Go look it up because it talks about timing. But so let's look at the push side. It is the same exact thing. He is on the push side long, and then he abandons it for a good second or two while he's moving in and out, and then he goes out there again. So these are very easy patterns here, and I don't know if he is just limited with his pull roller and that's all he can shoot, or he's thinking, oh man, I see really easy holes on the pull side, I'm just going to focus on that. But every now and then you have to throw in something different, and he could use the same exact thought process for that push side. It's going in, or it's going out to the hole, and it's staying there, and then it's coming in, and then it's giving him that big push side. It's very easy, timeable defense. Look at that. Stuck, coming into the middle. When he's stuck, coming into the middle. Pop it. Pop it. Pop it now. Well, I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, you can't. You might have a good pull side roller, and you might have an easy read on that dude's defense, but you still got to mix up your shots here and there. Yeah, there it is. He's like, oh, I'll mix it up, and I'm going to time it perfect. And that thing could not be any bigger. It could not be any bigger. He waited for him to come off. He's on it. He's stuck. Comes off to the middle. Boom. Look how big that was. He's not racing. He's not setting baits. He's not racing. He's just kind of doing a very easy pattern back there. Look at that. Great patience on the brush. Didn't execute it, but no big deal. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just, you know what? Don't do anything dumb. Like, if you're the forward and you're going to have that kind of 2-rod as your partner, you just don't want any stuffs or turnovers. You don't know what's coming out of the back there. Yeah, just clear it. a solid clear. And again, God, this goes back to so many of my lessons. When you have a two bar that's like this, that is all over the place. It is one of those kitchen sink hit and hope two bars. Your partner, your forward up there, he doesn't know what's going to happen. So how can he react? Because he doesn't know what your options are. He doesn't know what you're doing back there because you don't even know what you're doing back there. You hit a perfect lane pass, and the forward's like, oh, why would he ever think to come out of there? Because you've just been like shooting all sorts of BS back there. You got to help your partner out by having a set series. The more set, the more traditional the game is, the more predictable it is for your forward to react to. All right, let's see what. Probably a good shot, but again, he probably thought, hey man, he is not sticking on that wall right away. I'm getting the bob right away, so I'll shoot right away. But you can't. I can see that. But his pattern is easy enough that time it. Don't predict it. Don't guess that it's not gonna that the hole's gonna be there. Don't guess that the hole is gonna be there. Just wait for it. But just take the first time you see it. And that guy started off the defense series stuck on dead row. So again, like you're rushing your shot, not good. And you can do it sometimes, but just take the hole the first time it's open. Yeah, man, you cannot do that. You're costing your team a double dip, a potential major title here with that two bar action. Yeah, just if you don't have a smart two bar and it's a meaningful match, just clear it. Just hit it hard and clear it, and don't get stuffed. But still, you want to try to be smart with it. Like this dude over here, um, he got that. He's got a fast long. He's not scoring a lot, but yeah, he's not getting stuffed. Yeah, you're changing up your tempo, getting a little faster, so that's good. But you're not changing up your defense. And same thing. I'll just pick pick a hole. I'll go. Good brushing, good patience, and really good execution. I mean, everybody on this table has good execution. There's not a lot of mishitting going on here. Uh, Good D. He is clearly in that dude's head, like somehow, and I don't know why he's not blasting pushes because he's kind of decided, hey, he's going pull side a lot. I'm going to favor that side on my patterns. Yep. Oh, you're gonna just keep giving me that defense with the corners in the middle? Sure, man. Let's aim at your guys, and you're not sticking on that hole ever, so you're probably not gonna be there when it when it gets time to shoot it. Oh man, it was a good pass, just didn't catch it. Bad luck. Yeah, and let's look at this too. I really like this. I like what the goalie is doing here. He is not camped out on short and just sitting his guys there. He's moving. He is giving that goalie something to look at. Like in addition to the forward giving his moving zone, the goalie back there is giving a good moving zone. Like, hey man, you are not only going to have to read the front zone, but you're going to have to guess on me too. So good stuff, and it's paying off. Like he had that one nasty long. He's hitting it good. He's not really turning it over, but he's not scoring, so that's good. And right as I say that, it goes in. Oh, you hit the ball hard, good things happen. it really could go either way here. I mean, the team that's double dipping, I mean, they have all the momentum here, but you just throw in like two adjustments. Like if they were to go talk to somebody and they're say like, hey man, just swap up your defense. Like every few seconds, throw in that second man, change up your timing, just sit on the hole, and then go back to this. Just you have to give him something different to look at. You have to drop his percentages down on the 3-row. And for the player on the red, he just needs to adjust his shooting strategy. He's got great execution, great patience. He just needs to adjust his strategy on 3-row. But great stuff, man. And yeah, really, really good pass. Like, it's super steep, wide open, just barely missed that catch. Good shot on goal. Good bank. Yeah, good bank. That was that was the first really good shot. I mean, that was very hard, working both sides of the ball. So, man, good shot for the goalie. That was huge too, because that game was getting away from him. But yeah, something different, something different. But then he goes back to this. I mean, man, this is some crazy discipline from that guy's 2-rod. Like, he is really not being dumb at all. That was something different, but probably won't keep with that. It's like, oh, I'll try something different. No, I'll go back to this. Play smart. Let the game play out. Let your forward catch the ball. Oh, man, great shot. Like, barely missed the goal. Barely missed that long. Fantastic shot. Like, he definitely has Big Daddy back there. And great goalie work there. I mean, let me see. Did the goalie bail out there? Yeah, he like bailed out there. Not only got the block, but he's able to corral it. So good job, man. Like and he's picked up the blocks. So I was getting on his case for a little bit with his defense, but starting to give his forward the opportunities for things to happen for them. Yeah. It was a good shot. Takeoff looked the same, pretty fast. Went to the short hole, got blocked, but you gotta show that other team, man. I'll go short. I'm not just Big Daddy happy. Oh man, pretty fast though, and great reactions from his forward to catch that rebound. This is really smart foosball. I absolutely could see why these teams are in the finals of amateur dubs. They probably had like one or two matches that were tough because their style is so controlled and disciplined. There's probably like one or two teams that were a little crazy that gave them a tough time, but when they're playing against another team that is also controlled, pretty like that's when both teams are at their best. Great patience, good pick on that high lane, and then another good pass. Interesting. You like setting it up, opening up that pull side a little bit more by setting the ball up. So, okay, like maybe this, maybe he's like, that's just his side. Like he hit that one push side, but that might just be something he didn't want to do. Like he is clearly only going pull side, and that goalie has figured it out. Like he needs to set the ball up in the middle and work the hole. And the pull side's there. He's just getting talked into it because he's just favoriting that. Like, this is when you need T-Mac back there to call timeout and say, like, hey man, adjust your shooting strategy. Uh, Good solid toss, man, really good, really, and he's pounding that up very hard, crisp. You got to do that, nice and crispy. Yeah, and now he's walking it around, which we'll see, but I think that's just like, hey man, this dude's in my head. I'm not being smart. I'm gonna walk around with it. And that's what you get. You can't do that. You're coming away from the game that got you there by being slow and patient. But if you can't hit that push side, yeah, man, you're gonna lose. I've been there too, where you dominate the table, but when you can't hit a hole and that goalie figures out, oh man, this guy is only wanting to go pull side, it's gonna make it a very tough uphill climb for you to win that. And that goalie, give it up, man. That goalie is blocking great. He's not doing anything stupid, and he's probably going to rattle off some nasty shots. Let's see. That guy in red needs to figure it out because that momentum has shifted big time for that other team. But give him props, man. He is sticking with that slow, patient brush. He's not rushing it. He's not getting frustrated on the 5-row. Good job. Uh, he sees that hole. He sees the goalie bobbing off that straight, so he's trying to time it. And this is where, when you set it up on the wall, it just opens up so much more of the table. All right, man. Let's do another foosball tutorial here. Another great lesson for this match. When somebody's setting it up for the bank, that's your defense right there on the 3-row. You fork it and you take away his banks and you make him look middle and you make him start thinking about it. And you kind of take away the middles with your 5-row, and the goalie has to know, hey man, he is taking away the angles, the banks with his fork. I'll look a little bit more towards middle, and that's exactly what happens. Like, oh, I'll just throw something down there. Nope, no you won't. And this, I want to say his defense. I mean, his defense is picked up, but at the same time, I kind of think it's the forward. He is not being smart because the guy's not changing patterns, and you can't put the ball in the box. You're giving that other team opportunities to come back on you. You have to figure it out. And he is not swapping up his defense at all. Yeah, good man. Forking it out. Taking away the banks. Get the steal. And again, too, guys, you know me, I am not a fan of gimmick shots or passes or anything, but when you set the ball up on the roller every single time, every single possession, every single game, you open up opportunities to take that quick shot, like what this guy in the blue is doing up there. He is, look at that. He has lulled that dude into kind of a sleep, and he's just like, boop, no. He has not thrown that out there all game long. It was huge. He might even have been reading it all game long. So good job, man. Really, really good example of doing a quick shot. That's a smart quick shot. This does not bode well, but we'll see, man. This guy is clearly frustrated on the 3-rod. Hey, man, take dead row. Take that long. Take it. Oh, man. And that dude wanted it. He just waited too long. We'll see. Good clear. passing. He's not really taking his time on the tosses, but he's reading this brush good. Come on, man, pound that middle. Look at this too. Oh man, this is some great foosball training here, even though it's amateur dubs. Look at this opposing. Look at the forward for the blue team. Look at his defense on the 5-row when the guy in red sets up for the brush. When he puts that ball on the 2-man, which is the second man, which is the second man on the 5-row, 2-man, he's not even giving him any kind of defense whatsoever because he doesn't have to. Because right, once he stops it right here, look at that. Oh man, it's not. Yeah. Hey man, I'm not even really going to give you any defense right now. I don't have to because you are passing with the brush and you don't have a quick lane up. And I know what to expect from you. So this is why every now and then maybe you might want to throw in an option. I mean, you don't have to, but this is a very great defensive tactic on the 5-row. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube that talks about 5-row defenses and stuff like that. I even have a video on there, but you got to have different strategies. And this is a strategy where you are showing that guy, I'm not even going to give you defense right now. I don't need to because it is impossible for you to pass on me. So I'll just wait until you start doing the brush, and then I'll start with my D. And that's such a huge advantage when that defender knows you can't pass. Great steal. He's seems like they're getting in his head a little bit on the 5 and the 3. Good stroke. That's what you got to do. Hey man, that defense is never changing. I know that push side is going to be there. This is why, like, if you're a goalie and somebody's shooting the same shot, you have to give them different looks. You know, while they're taking time out, let's talk about this. You have to stop your man. You have to camp on maybe one side. You have to just be slow, and then you have to move fast and go to the other side and give up really big holes, or you know, just different stuff to make that shooter have to think about what he's going to have to face. Oh man, disgusting down. Just froze him really up high with an awesome down. Great 5-row. He is absolutely talking that dude into the pool side. And he's hesitating. He's getting a feel that, hey man, that guy is unable to pull the trigger when I'm showing him the holes. And you have to be able to do that, guys. When you want to have a roller, you can have a great nasty roller to both sides, but if you can't pull the trigger when you see the hole, you got to work on that. I mean, it doesn't have to be instant. You're not a robot. You're not a computer, but it has to be pretty fast. Great, great up, man. Man, that middle looks so big. Yep, it is. He's reading it. He's just saying like, hey, you're gonna keep giving me that huge middle? I will take it gladly. I'll shake your hand after this match and say thank you for those juicy middles. Super patient 5-row. Both of them. I mean, we are not seeing a lot of misexecutions on anybody. Everybody's hitting the ball where they want to. Everybody's got a, except for the goalie, everybody's got a very controlled series here. So good stuff. And that's kind of rushing his brush. He has a brush just like this guy in the red, but look at the difference. That guy in the red is multiple tosses, very slow, reading holes. Look how high that lane was. Like, look how high that lane was. That dude was absolutely blocking the lane, and he still went high. Oh, so dirty. And we know it, man. When you start switching shots like this, unless you're Atkinson or Ryan Moore, you're not going to have a good result. Unless you can go dead row. Ooh, that was a good shot, brother. Good shot, man. I guess I would stick with that and see if that goalie is going to adjust his dead row defense. Good pass. What? No, man. What are you doing? You just got through hammering some middles. Well, same defense. That middle's still there. Or the straight. And nice little recoil, but that is not a disrespectful recoil. That is a, we just double dipped and we played really great. Yeah. Props to those guys. Congratulations. That was a solid victory. I would be very proud of that. Very proud of that. And both teams played really good on there. So we got some good lessons, some great tips, what to do, especially from defense there. Good stuff. Again, you guys want to see me react to something else? Certain videos, certain matches? Just post it in the links below.